Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. We are good to be back. Hang on one second. I am 5K richer. Let's go. It's good to be back. Oh, all three parlays hit today, guys. It is a hell of a day. No, forgive me for my I got something going on. Yeah, it's a hell of a day. Yes, sirree. Uh, all three locks I gave you, all three locks that I gave you, you guys hit. I'm 5K richer for the day. It's a hell of a day. It's a hell of a day to be alive. This is something we're doing consistently. I know Muscles had a big day. Big day was had by all. It was a big day. It was a great night. Muscles is correct. It was a great night. Remember to tip your gambling advisor who made this possible. Remember to tip your gambling advisor. Super chats, cash out below. $sign 3D Boxing 817. That's 3D Boxing 817. Remember to tip your gambling advisor because Muscles is right. It was a great night. It was an extraordinary night. It was a really good night. That Garcia Moreno fight was crazy. It was a really good fight. I laid off that. I thought Moreno would win for sure. I didn't like the odds on it. I'm already thinking about next week. Najee going under 6.5 saving. I was down before that. Yeah, I was torn on that. Gary Dallas. Gary Dallas came through again. It was a good week. It was a good week, Havelock. At least you're not getting fined, Havelock. Guys, tell me about your victories. Tell me about who had a good week, who made money. Tell me about who got rich this week, who didn't. Or don't tell me if you did. Just tell me if you did. Who made money this week? Who had a good weekend with the betting this week? Because I hit everything this week. Everything. I thought Tycee Gallagher. I thought the over on McCombs. I thought there was easy money out there to be made. Najee Lopez by stoppage. I thought was an easy money. I thought there was money out there to easy money out there to be made. So this was a good week. You don't need there were no really big fights this week. There was no major cards, but it was a good week. And you don't need major cards to get rich. We can get rich no matter what. And that's something that we do. That's something that we do. Guys, I'm going to put the link to the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in the ticker below. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Pinned in the chat. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Gets you requested. It gets you the lock of the week. All three of them hit. It gets you live betting, the updated props. It gets you all of that for just $5 a month. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Make sure to join the Patreon today. After you guys join the Patreon, I'm sure you have worked up an appetite, so head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat grass-fed beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move. It stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. It's good to have everybody aboard. It is good to have everybody aboard today. Guys, let me know your victories. I want to hear about your wins. I want to hear about your gains. Also, remember to tip your gambling advisors, super chats, cash apps. Always appreciate it. It's the end of the month. The last 2 weeks we came on strong. If you follow me, you also bet Bud Crawford by points. You made money on that. It ended up being a really, really good week. Make sure to tip your gambling advisor. Cash app, super chats available. Cash app is in the ticker below. Find it there. Hang on one second. All right. Let me get through some of these. Najee going under 6.5. Save me. That was a good bet. I just thought Najee by stoppage was the bet. Big G. What up, Jab? What up, Jab? How are we looking like for next week? We're gonna get to next week. But we got some stuff coming out that you'll like. Cashed out a parlay with Hill in it and bet Chacon. Which what you think of that fight? I missed a lot of the Hill fight. So I was talking to Muscles. My daughter's a cheerleader. She had a game today. She was cheering at a game. So I was at the game, trying to watch the game, trying to watch the fights on my phone. I was going back and forth between the fights and the game. And the game, of course, goes in overtime. So I'm there. And then I'm driving back. And when we're driving back, we got the Jeremy Hill fight on. I wasn't really paying attention to the Hill fight. It looked like he got his ass kicked, though. I made a little over 11K between today and last weekend. Let's go, Muscles. Let's go. Let's go. I got to watch the McComb card back, but I cashed McComb by decision. Yeah, Muscles asked me too. I thought the fight was very close. I had it closer than most, and I still had McComb winning. We were chit-chatting in the Discord, and I had Crocker up until the end, and I had McComb run the last few rounds, and I eked out a decision to McComb. Everyone else in the Discord, most of them, I think Jab was with me, maybe. Jab had it super close, I think, but most of the people in the Discord had McComb wide as the judges are wider. So I wasn't surprised by that. I wouldn't have cashed out because I thought Crocker was winning for most of the fight up until the end, but the people in the Discord disagree with me. So I would have cashed out of that. I made $1,000 on Gallagher and called it. There you go, Havelock. That Gallagher was easy money. I told you, Ellie Hellwell sucks. Ellie Hellwell is not good. She's not good. She's long and she's southpaw, but she's not good at boxing. She's quite terrible. So I'm not saying Tycee Gallagher is the next great thing or anything like that, but she's going to be Ellie Holloway. Ellie Holloway is bad. Like, all she is long. Remember I called her the female Henry Akawande? I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Henry Akawande, but it's like a 6'8" heavyweight. All he was long. Yeah, Ellie Holloway was a guy. That was easy money. Did Anthony Cuba win? Muscles. Did Anthony Cuba win today, or did Anthony Cuba win today? Yeah, Anthony Cuba won today. Wide. Easy. Yeah, he did. What's up, Tweez? No picks. He dominated. Yeah, he looked really good. He looked really, really, really good. Just to recap, shout out to Landon Ross, who joined the Patreon. Shout out to Landon Ross. Let me get Landon Ross access to the Discord real quick, guys. Let me get him that. You for the support. Here's the link to the Discord. All right. Nice. That was an easy one. Can't believe I got him at -115. Yeah. Oh, he sure did. He should. That Muscles loaded up on that. But that was Muscles' boy. Muscles was, and the odds were, he was plus money a while ago. When it opened up, he was plus money, and Muscles was all in that. Shout out Muscles. What up? What up, Tweez? What up, Tweez? Yeah, everything for the most part went according to plan. There was nothing other than Moreno. I thought $1 million on Moreno. Some of y'all were telling me I didn't bet on Moreno. I didn't like the price on it. I wasn't super confident that Moreno was going to win. I thought he would win. I wasn't super duper confident on it. I thought 98-92 was a silly scorecard. It was such a good fight. 97, 93, 96, 94. It was a little bit better. It was a very close fight. Jeremy Hill. Guys, did Jeremy Hill lose close? Because I wasn't scoring it. I was barely watching it. Like I said, I was watching it, but I was distracted watching it. Was Jeremy Hill's fight that close? 96, 94? All the way around? It looked like he got his ass kicked. You guys tell me. Yeah, that was a good pro box card. Long day of boxing. And then Juana Walton. I wanted to talk about Juana Walton, Javon Walton. And this is what's, and I mentioned this in the Discord. Javon Walton, Juana Walton. This is what's wrong with American boxing. He's a decent little prospect. He's not a bad prospect. Well, he's got some skills. He's got good feet. But this is what's wrong with American boxing. 19 years old. He's got no man strength. He's got no man strength at all. And when he steps up, he's going to lose because he's not physically strong enough to do this. Hang on, my dog wants to know a conversation. If he lived in other countries, they would have a strong amateur program. They would keep him amateur. They would develop him until he's got his man strength, and then he would turn pro when he's 24. Now they're turning him pro at, he turned pro at 18, 17, 18, whatever the hell it is he turned pro at. He's a kid. He looks like a kid. He's not strong. I mean, he's boxing Moore's head off, but Moore's like a big, strong 26-year-old man, and Javon Walton's 19, and he just doesn't have the strength. He should not be doing this professionally. I'm not saying he's not skilled enough. He is. He's got good skills. I understand. Well, he's a kid, and he looks like a kid in there. I mean, some 19-year-olds are LeBron James, right? Like, okay, this guy's a freak. Let him in. He's not him. And I'm not saying he's not skilled. He's very skilled. But he doesn't have the athleticism or the strength to do this at this point. He doesn't have the physical strength to hurt anybody at this point. And it's a shame. He could get discouraged and lose. And there was a kid from Laredo, Texas. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys him right now. Hang on. What did you guys put in the count? What did you guys think of Javon Walton? Like, he won every round. Don't get me wrong, but like this, he was fighting for survival the last couple of rounds. Oh, this fight with Kim Clavel. Shout out Kim Clavel. That was Kim Clavel. That was easy money too. That was such easy money. If you wanted to make money on that, just parlay Clavel and Walton. That was such easy money. Such easy money. Kim Clavel is nice, real nice. And the odds on that. Clavel and Walton is an easy money parlay. That was easy money. Saul Codas was so tiny, so small. I bet you she weighs 95 pounds. She was so little when I watched the tape on her. But that's the problem with the American amateur system. Right? Like that kid, he's good. He's got skills. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So Felix Garcia, my boy. He's a friend of mine, turned pro at like 16 in Mexico. Good skills. Right? They just moved him up. And he's a kid. Gatito. 9-1-1. I like him a lot. 9-1-1. One knockout. All right. He's got a loss to Hugo Castaneda, who's a man, right? A man, a grown, strong-ass man. It should have been in the ring with him in the first place. Then he fought, he took a year off, and then he fought Manuel Valente Lerma, also in Laredo. And it's a mismatch, right? He was able to get a draw because he's more skilled, but he's fighting grown men, and he's a kid. He just turned 20, right? They turned him pro 3 years ago. He was 17 or whatever when they turned him pro 3.5 years ago. He was 16, 17 years old, and I like the kid. I think he's really good. But like this was just moved way too quickly. And like he's skilled, and now he's got a loss and a draw because he was a kid fighting grown men. There's no need to move him this quickly. Not kids like this. I would have been up 3,500 if Moreno didn't lose. You're still up though. You're still up. I thought Moreno would win too. My parlay with him in it already died though. Jeremy Hill got beat up bad. Yeah, I thought so. It looked like that. It looked like Hill got his ass kicked. But again, I wasn't watching it that closely. I wasn't really scoring it. I was driving home. But every time it looked like he was just getting his ass kicked. It was like he lost a fight by 1 round, split decision, 96-94 times 2, 96-94 the other way. Unreal. Jeremy Hill got dominated. I thought so. I thought so too. That's what it looked like just looking at it leisurely. Wanda Walton, I agree. And there's no reason for it. He should be in the amateurs fighting other kids. I never believed in Moreno. You did not. That is true, Julius. I believe that you said he was going to lose. That's crazy. It's crazy because Emiliano is like 19 or 20. He got his man strength for sure. Everybody's different, right? Like, I filled out when I was like 22, 23. My body just got big, like overnight. I went from a little guy to like a bigger guy overnight, it seemed like. Moreno was moved way too quickly. Raul Garcia was way too much for Moreno. I agree. Shout out Pro Box Ring Card Girls. Shout out to the Pro Box Ring Card Girls. You ain't never lied to do. You ain't never lied. Raul Garcia was plus 200 earlier this week. Yeah, he was. Plus 220. Plus 220. Boxing, it is. It's not baseball. It's not basketball. Like, you need your man's right. Like, this is why the NFL has a rule. You got to be in college for 3 years before you can think about the draft. Because it's a grown man sport. Najee Lopez versus Khalil Coe in 2026 for title eliminator. Najee Lopez destroys Khalil Coe. That's a great question. There are more of you in the chat today. We would address this. I want to remind me to ask that tomorrow because I think Najee Lopez destroys Khalil Coe. I would have been up 3,500. Moreno would have won plus 4. You're still up for the day, Havelock. I was begging on Moreno stopping him late. Wasn't a bad bet. It just didn't hit. It's not a bad bet to do. It's just, sometimes you make a good bet and it doesn't come through. Khalil Coe beats Najee Lopez. Oh, really, Jab? Okay. I don't think so. I think Najee Lopez might stop. I don't think highly of Khalil Coe, but next week looks light. Only the Queensberry card for sure. We have props. Amir Khan promotion has a card on Wednesday in Africa and a UFC boxing card. So we got what is with Amir Khan in Africa? Like, what's his connection to Africa? And a UFC boxing card on Friday. All right, well, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Let's see what we got. Hang on real quick. We got a couple people in the chat now, so now I'm going to pose the question. Now I'm going to ask the question. And guys, don't be gay. Vote in the poll. Don't be stupid. Who would win if they fought next? Najee, Lopez, Khalil Coe. And if I spelled it wrong, I don't care. Don't be gay. Vote in the poll. See, Jeff never lied. Jeff, that's. I think Coe just pulled out of his fight. I think Coe sucks. He did. He was supposed to fight on the in the card in Philly. I think he's out of it. Did you have it? I had a great weekend. I hit all. If you're in the Discord, I gave you guys 3 locks. All 3 of them hit. Unfortunately, I didn't have Stanionis in my book, so I could only bet on 2 of the locks. And obviously, those both hit. Havelock with Jesse Hart. Yes, that's who he's fighting. He's fighting Jesse Hart. That's right. Guys, vote in the poll. Everyone vote in the poll. Marcus Brown versus Glanton. Ooh, that's a nice fight. Glanton. Glanton might do it. I'm taking Glanton. Glanton. PK, vote the Paul. Code does not suck. It is. What is it with you and saying good people suck? I don't think Khalil Code is good at boxing. I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave that there. Jab Zuda. I think he sucks. That's tomorrow's poll question. Does Khalil Code suck? I think the distance. I took the distance on Cuba. Great bet. Hill and Moreno. Well, that's well done, Julius. That's well done. He took the distance on those fights. Yeah, it's well done. I think Brown Glanton is Wednesday. It's Wednesday on Probox. What card is it on? Let me look it up. Is it in Nigeria? Oh, it's on the zone. It's October the 1st. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. It's on the zone. How come nobody told me about this card, guys? Guys, vote in the poll and tell me about this card. I didn't even know about this card until right now. It's on the zone. It's a good fight. I'm into this. This is sexy. This is definitely. What time is it on? Let me check my app. Let me check this. Hang on, guys. So it's also 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, we'll go live after the card. Yes, indeed. We'll go live twice tomorrow. And then we'll go live on Wednesday. We'll go live after this card. Yes, indeedy. I like this. Glanton and Brown. I don't know much about these other guys, but Samuel, lightweights. If I can watch any tape on these guys, I'll try to watch tape on them. Dan Aziz is on the card. Ruben Torres is on the card. All right, we got some names on these cards. We got a little something. Abdul Khan. Yeah. All right, this is not terrible. I can get into this. I like the main event. Do we know why Brandon Glanton from Atlanta and Marcus Brown from New York City? Yeah, New York City. Do we know why this is in Nigeria? Like everywhere that we could have this fight, why is it in Nigeria? I mean, it's fine. Why though? Why are we doing this in Nigeria? That seems weird. All right. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Jab Zuda, yeah, that's right. Because Khalil Cole winning his last fight lost us money. Yes. But I thought he sucked. Like, there's a reason why I didn't pick him to win that fight. It's because he sucks. Glenton is on the but it says the promoter is somebody else. It says the promoter is Ezekiel Adamu. I don't know. Balmoral Group. Let me look this up. The Balmoral Group is a civil engineering and economics group in Winter Park, Florida. That's Winter Park, Florida is where Andre Berto is from. What the hell? Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Balmoral Group Boxing refers to the partnership between Nigerian promotions company Balmoral Group and Amir Khan Promotions to host major boxing events in Nigeria. Shout out to AI. apart from the first round knockdown McComb fight, went kind of. I thought Crocker was better than I thought. I still had McComb winning. I picked McComb to win. I didn't bet on him. The only thing I bet was the over and to go the distance. I didn't bet on McComb, even though I was very confident McComb would win. I didn't like the price on it. I would say this: Crocker was much more competitive and much closer than I thought he was going to be. I don't know if that I had to go back and watch that fight again to see if that's more because I overrated McComb or I underrated Crocker. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Marcus Brown has been very inactive since being massacred by Better Beef in 2021. Yeah, that is correct. I'll pull him up right now. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. He got pulverized by Better Beef in 2020. Was it 2021? Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's been active since 2019. Right? Like he got in trouble or something. What happened? He got arrested or he got busted for steroids? Something happened to him. So he was out of the ring after the Pascal loss. Was out of the ring. Took on Dennis Gretchev, beat him. Then came back, got destroyed by Better BF, moved to cruiserweight, got a win over Adrian Taylor, my boy, Adrian Taylor from Dallas. That's the homie. And then now 2 years later, he's fighting Brandon Glanton. So, I mean, since the end of 2019, he didn't fight in 2020, fought twice in 2021, didn't fight 2022, fought once in 2023, didn't fight in 2024, fought once in 2025. So, yeah, it's highly, highly inactive outside of, so that's 6 years. He's fought 1, 2, 3 times. It'll be his fourth fight in 6 years. Yo, Alabama just beat Georgia? It's crazy. Gary, I just told you about it. The logos card. Yeah, all right. But it didn't say, look, I get it. I didn't realize it. Yeah, you did. Shout out Havelock. You did. But then it doesn't say Amir Khan. It says this other thing. It says this other thing is the promoter. And then I looked it up. And the other thing, Balmoral Group. Balmoral Group. I don't know what Balmoral Group is. Apparently, that works in association with Amir Khan promotion. Shout out Havelock. All right. I shouldn't have. Shout out Havelock. They're fighting in Africa. That it was like they fucking. I guess Amir is trying to conquer Africa. I guess so. They're gonna make Joshua versus McCauley in Africa. Yeah, but Joshua is Nigerian. He might have been born there. I know his parents are from Nigeria. Like that makes a bit of sense. That makes sense. They're both African. Oh yeah, McCauley's African too. Yeah. Glenn, fuck around and stop Brown. I like Glenn. I like Glenn. Yo, yeah, I like Glenn. I like Glenn. All right. Let me pull up this real quick. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. So I'm working on this right now. Hutchinson and Jeffers. I can already tell you I think Hutchinson is going to win this. But Hutchinson, Jeffers, Glacken, O'Doherty. That's what we got. That's all this has right now, right? Oh, it's got the Collins and Lorente fight. So it's got 3 fights. That's all we got. Let me check pro boxing odds. They don't have anything on Glanton either. I'm sure we'll get something on Glenn as we get closer. I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna do the tape on that. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. I'm gonna predict that fight for you guys. We'll get odds on that as we get closer. I know it's only a couple days away, but we'll get odds on that. But right now, that's why I got 3 fights. I'm going to get through these 3 fights. I'm going to do the Glenn fight. That's 4. I'm going to bring you guys a World of Contact. We're going to go live every day. September's been a very, very good month. I did get demonetized on one of my videos for showing you Canelo, showing you Crawford fighting off the back foot. But it's otherwise it's been a really, really good month. Been a good month, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff if you have not already. Guys, please vote in the poll. Everyone vote in the poll if you have not voted in the poll already. It's an honor. It's a blessing to have everybody here. Really good night of boxing. Really good night of boxing. And we got paid. Like everyone, Najee Lopez came through. McComb won. Javon Walton won. I just thought this was a good week. I just thought this was a really good week to make money. You know, not the biggest names, not the biggest fights, but that doesn't mean it's not a great week to make money. Sometimes these are the best. Like Anthony Cuba was a steal. Tyson Gallagher was a steal. Kim Clavel was a steal. The over to go the distance on the McComb fight was a steal. Najee Lopez by stoppage was a steal. There was a lot of good money to be made. There's a lot of good money to be made. Lots of good money. And hopefully, you know, if you guys take my if you're in the Patreon, if you take the lock of the week, I gave you guys 3 locks. All 3 of them hit. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, no thing like that, but the money's out there to be made, guys. The money's out there to be made for sure. All right, guys, any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in the comment section now or forever hold your peace. Remember to tip your gambling advisor. Super chats, cash app below. Y'all come through. Week 3 in a row being up big. Shout out 79. Crawford, the GOAT of his era. Agreed. Although I don't think you could be the GOAT of an era. The GOAT means of all eras, of all time, but he's the best of his era for sure. His greatness has kept the betting streak fruitful. Amen, 79. Amen. I think Jeffers is worth taking a shot on. I do not. I don't. I don't think I don't think that highly of either of these fighters. Is Jeb here? Jeb, can I say that both of these fighters suck? These fighters aren't good. Jeffers and Hutchinson are not good. I predicted every fight correctly except for Lucero tonight. Shout out. Raul Garcia made me good money. Jeffers just lost to Sean Hemphill, who went on to lose to on a Misfits card to that dude that had like 10 years. All right, so I can say he sucks, right? That yes, Jack, that's correct. Yes, you were correct. His hey, it wasn't on my book, but I would have bet it too, Jeb. Willie Hutchinson gave Watsy a good fight. He's one of the more talented Brits. I think Hutchinson is going to win. I don't think Hutchinson is particularly good. I don't think Hutchinson is a top-notch fighter. But I do think Hutchinson is going to win. Hutchinson is one of those guys. He likes to think he's slick. He likes to think he's Billy Joe Saunders, but he's not athletic and he's not that good. You're right. It's not impressed by either fighter. I wouldn't be surprised if Hutchinson stops him. Yeah, just take Hutchinson on that. Hutchinson on the money line. I wouldn't be shocked. Jeffers sucks. Naomi Vale killed my long parlay. Sorry about that. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he sucks. You can say that for sure. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap. You guys have been. Thanks to everyone for dropping by. I'll be live again twice tomorrow. We'll get more into it. We'll take a little bit deeper dive into all of this, guys. Vote in the poll. Let me close out my poll. Guys overwhelmingly think Najee Lopez, shout out. Najee Lopez would beat Khalil Cole. The reason why Najee Lopez would beat Khalil Cole is because Lopez is good and Cole sucks. All right, y'all. All right, I'm going to wrap this. Hutchinson isn't amazing, but giving Boatsy a close fight is much more impressive than losing. From Texas to the world, thank y'all. And it's September 27th. From Texas to the world, thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.